He was a teenage con man who impersonated an airline pilot, physician, and attorney. If you're thinking that sounds like a movie, Leo DiCaprio portrayed Frank Abagnale in Catch Me If You Can, directed by Steven Spielberg. I had a fascinating conversation with Frank Abagnale Jr. in Godfrey, Illinois. You might not pay much attention to him until you hear his name.
Mr. Frank Abagnale, he's the inspiration behind Steven Spielberg's film Catch Me If You Can, and it's a pleasure to have him with us this afternoon. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Abagnale.
You are Frank Abagnale, security consultant?
Yeah.
But that's not how most people know you, is it?
No, most people know me from the book, the movie, the Broadway musical, Catch Me If You Can.
Are you a real life pilot?
I sure am, little lady.
The jump seat is open.
It's been a while since I've done this. Which one's the jump seat?
That was the first time Steven Spielberg had made a movie about a real person living, so I think he was very conscious of trying to stay as close to the facts as he could.
The facts are almost too incredible to believe. A high school dropout, street smart enough to fake being a pilot, an attorney, and a physician.
Dr. Connors to the ER. Dr. Connors to the ER.
This is irrefutable evidence that the defendant is lying.
Special Agent Hanratty, FBI.
Hello, Carl.
Long before box office gold, Abagnale wrote a best-selling book. Steven Spielberg bought the movie rights. And you finally learned that Leonardo DiCaprio is playing you. What is that moment like?
I don't go to a lot of movies. I watch very little television, and I've been that way most of my life. So when I heard Leonardo DiCaprio, I had no idea who he was. He starts out in the movie, he's 14, then he's 16, then he's 18, then he's 20. He was such a tremendous character actor that he was able to pull that off to make you believe he was just a teenage kid.
Abagnale was 4 years into a 12-year prison sentence when the government made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
I've been an instructor at the FBI Academy for 43 years, where I still am today. I met my wife on an undercover assignment. She married me. I didn't have a dime to my name. I've been married for 40-plus years. And I'm very honored that my own son is an FBI agent today.
Abagnale also has his own company, advising on how to prevent security breaches, phishing attempts, home security hacks, and other types of cybercrime. His outlook for the future of cybercrime should make all of us worry.
So I really see cyber becoming much more black over the next 5-10 years, where it's used more as a tool to assassinate people, used as a tool to terrorize people, not to mention our electrical grids, our banking systems, all the things that will be subject to more of a terrorist type tool than it is now a financial tool to steal money.
He's a kid. That's why he doesn't have a record.
30 milligrams of codeine every 4 hours. Do you concur?
I concur.
Dr. Harris.
Yes?
Do you concur?
Best-selling books, a hit movie, a Broadway play. Frank Abagnale wrote an unbelievable happy ending.
When I look at my life, I'm much more fascinated that I did those things and then came out of prison and turned my life into what I turned my life into today. That's what amazes me every day I wake up, that I am where I am and where my life has turned out the way it has.
Go to KSCK's YouTube page to see the full 20-minute interview. Frank Abagnale was in Godfrey to help raise funds for a new state-of-the-art cancer facility at St. Anthony's Health Center in Alton. Abagnale says he's proud of his rehabilitation and that he paid all of the money back that he stole. When he boarded his flight yesterday, an airline employee said, "You know, you have the same name as that guy they made the movie about." And Abagnale replied, "Yeah, I get that all the time."